Hello, everybody. This is Dave Stevens for Ability Media, just up the road from the offices at Quinnipiac University. And we have breaking news. We are so excited to share this story. It's a story that we brought you back in September when we first went to Arizona. And we told you the story about an amazing coach who was born without arms and legs, who happened to be at my old alma mater of Wickenburg High School, Carter Crosland. But I want to have that story told from the horse's mouth. So joining me from up in Ray, Arizona, we have Robert Alameda. Robert, tell us what this amazing story is tonight.
We got some exciting news here in Bearcat Country at Ray, Arizona. We've just offered Carter Crosland a head football coaching position here at Ray, and he has accepted the contract and will be coaching our football team for the 2023 season. We're really excited to have him join our staff, and it makes it all happen here. I think he met with our team today. The kids are all excited. The community's getting excited, and we've lacked that excitement for quite some time in this area. So it gets us off on a good foot, and that's great news for us.
And speaking of excitement, let's bring in the man of the hour, Carter Crossland, fresh from driving all the way up to Kearney and then all the way back to Wickenburg. My brother, this has got to be a dream come true for you.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. It was, yeah, like you said, it's been quite the day, but it's been a really good day. It was a great experience to meet the guys and to meet Bobby and just be around the guys and check out the facilities. And I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm ready to get after it.
Is it weird that we can now say, hey, check out Carter Crossland? He's the Ray head football coach. I mean, this has been a dream of yours since being there, as a little kid. I mean, just tell me what's going through your head.
Oh man, like you said, it's definitely a dream, turning a dream into a reality, and it's something I've been thinking about and working towards for a long time. This will be my 10th year total coaching football. So, uh, I'm super excited. I'm blessed that I was given the opportunity, even just to interview and to be able to be selected as the next head football coach at Ray High School. I'm over the moon excited, and I can't wait to get down with the guys and get to work.
And Bobby is, I've been on the sidelines with him. It's an amazing story as we take a look at, some of him in action back in the day in Wickenburg. I mean, when you have able-bodied people and all these other people that are up for a job like this, I mean, what kind of factors? What was the bottom line? I mean, tell us a little bit about the process.
Well, I happen to like his football philosophy. He was interviewed by two former coach. Well, all three of us actually coached here at Ray before, and we loved his philosophy and his outlook about building a good character with our student athletes, the expectations he had for our football players, and most of all, putting them as students first in the process, and understanding that. And when we looked at he'd already had the whole game plan set up for us. So when we reviewed it and everything, it just put everything in place, what we wanted to see in our program, what we wanted to bring to Ray. Some excitement, and the kids are there. Last year, we've had some success the last couple of years just trying to rebuild, but we were trying to find that other piece that could get us maybe back into the playoffs. And I think with his experience, especially on the defensive side of the ball, he's really going to help us tremendously. And so it's great to have somebody like that. And I'm excited about his challenge of coaching 1A 8-man football. So I know we could tell the 1A South Conference to look out. The Bearcats are back here.
They're on notice. Absolutely, absolutely.
And Carter, we are the elephant in the room. Obviously, I don't have legs. You are missing arms and legs, and so the spotlight's always on us anyway. Are you prepared for the national spotlight once this story hits and everybody coming and you've already been on the NFL network and all these things? I mean, are you prepared for this life changing moment?
Yeah. This is something I've been working towards and been trying to put into reality, and becoming the head coach. And if this takes off and when this takes off, and it's all about the kids, right? So I want to bring some exposure to the kids, to the town, and it's a great little community. The kids are incredible, and I'm excited. I'm excited to help bring that exposure and to get Kearney on the map, so to speak.
And we, as we said, we kind of introduced you back a couple of months ago when I was there, showing, hey, I played football with no legs, and you can coach with no legs, with no arms and no legs, and it kind of just it puts that perspective of this little cowboy town on the map. And I'm so proud of our heritage. Can you talk a little bit about what that experience was like in Wickenburg for you, and kind of like having a legless dude all the way back in my day, kind of lay the groundwork for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great experience. Wickenburg's full of incredible people. The coaching staff here is great. Coach McNeil, this was his first season as a head coach, and I just learned so much from him, especially on the defensive side of the ball. He gave me a lot of responsibility and a lot of opportunity to grow and to prepare myself for this position. And he's actually the one that encouraged me to apply to positions and to apply for head coaching jobs. And that's what I did. And of course, I'm always hopeful that I would get a head coaching job, but before I didn't think it was going to be a reality, but here we are. And I'm, like I said, I'm super blessed. I'm super excited. But yeah, the kids here at Wickenburg are great kids. The coaching staff's great. I think they've got things headed in the right direction. Coach Mack's trying to build his program and build his culture, and I was proud and honored to be a part of it.
Bobby, I know he was up there today, and you had a chance to meet with the board and everything like that. How do you prepare everybody for something like this? He had a chance to meet with the kids today and kind of talk to them, and you know, there must have been like, "Whoa, what, really, huh? Our coach has no arms and legs."
Yeah, I think that they were pretty inspired. It's always that thing you tell them everything, anything's possible if you're willing to do the hard work and put in the time, and you can get by the adversity that faces you. And I think Carter brings that element where he can inspire the kids in that way, that they can be successful and they can do the things that they can. Um, and it works in a good way. I think the kids can relate to that. They listened to him well today, from what Coach Cood told me about, and that's a great thing. That's the first thing you notice in a good coach, when he can capture the kids and they sit there and listen to what he's telling them, and they're willing to take that next step with him, which is become better football players and better students. So.
Carter, realistically, people don't realize our day to day struggles, the struggles that you have that are much harder than mine without legs, of not having arms and legs. Um, what kind of challenge is that going to be for you as a head coach on the field, getting on the bus, doing all these things that maybe people don't expect, to think about? I mean, you're talking about moving into a town that might not be built for somebody with your limb difference.
Right, right. That's been one of the main talking points for sure, is finding housing and finding a place to live. But uh, as as Bobby mentioned, Coach Cood he's been on it, man. He's been reaching out to different people. I actually have to call him back here in just a few minutes, but he's been on it. I went into town and ate at the pizza joint there in town. I'm sorry. Uh, I went in town and talked to people that live there in the town, and kind of just told them, kind of the same thing. But definitely some feelers are out there as far as getting a place to live, and everything else I think will take care of itself once I get down there and get things going. And we've learned to adapt to different things throughout our lives, and this will be one more thing to adapt to, but I'm not worried about it. I'm looking forward to the challenge and excited to get going.
Speaking of about that challenge, how about the wife and the kids telling Marcy and everything? I mean, this is going to be a challenge for them and a beautiful family. You're raising them and doing the right thing. So this is going to be a big life change for everybody.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a big life change. My wife grew up in the city, so definitely going from the city to Wickenburg was a big change. So going from Wickenburg to Kearney is another big change, especially where it's only been. I got here August of 2011, so I've only been here about a year and a half. So about the time you get kind of start getting settled in, and we're going again. But as we've talked before, we both grew up in Utah. Um, I grew up in a town a little bit bigger than Kearney, not much. So we're used to moving around. We've moved to Chandler before, and then moved back to Utah before we came to Wickenburg. So we've made long haul moves. This will be our shortest move for sure. So in that regard, it's definitely good. But yeah, it will be a change. But my wife's awesome. She's super supportive, and the kids are resilient. The kids had a great time today, and I think it'll be good.
Well, Bobby, as we wrap things up, once this hits the wires and we've got this breaking story that thank you for letting us tell for on Ability Media, are you going to be ready when people are like, first off, where the heck is Ray and Kearney? Is that corn? I mean, and then second, they're going to be like, you did what? Is this real? I don't believe it. I mean, are you prepared for the media onslaught that could happen?
Hey, the last time we had a big media onslaught here was back in '95 when Coach Jeff Cood won that state football championship. That '95 team was exciting. They actually beat Coach Cush's team down at Canyon State 42 to nothing that year. So I just want to say that. But we haven't had that type of excitement here in a long time. And this will be great for, I think, not just our students here at the school, but the community itself. I think that, it's good for the people to get to know Kearney and Ray High School. We're in the copper belt area there, the copper mining area, nothing but copper mines that surround us, the copper corridor, they call it. And it's exciting because a lot of the teams we play, which is Superior up the road and San Manuel down south, and then we travel all the way to St. David and down south, and we play some teams up there in Tucson too as well. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting, especially our home games. Our home games will be exciting. I'm sure Carter, that football field, when it lights up at night and you see that mountain range behind it, or the Gila River goes through, it's pretty exciting. So,
Oh man, Ray has some of the best views ever. The,
Carter, my last question for you is, once this hits out there, now you become a champion for everybody in the disabled community, even though you're a football coach. That goes against what you call somebody with a disability. So,
that's
what's
it.
your philosophy going to be when people get past the staring as far as who you are and how you want to be known as a coach?
That's a really good question. I think I've dealt with that for a long time. Like I said, this is year number 10 for me. But it's just going out there and showing the people and showing the naysayers, hey, you don't have to be an all-state football player to be a good coach, and not all state football players turn out to be good coaches. So it's just putting in the work and you know putting yourself out there and making things happen for yourself and putting in the work to have good things happen and let the chips fall where they may.
All right, Bobby, thank you for joining us.
hey, thank
And
you.
hey, keep us going, Carter. Once this
Sure.
hits, again, thank you for letting us tell your story exclusively with
Yes, sir.
Ability Media. So have a great night, best of success, and we'll be catching in with you. Might have to start a coaches show for you, who for all
Hey,
I know, right?
let's get it done. Let's go.
All right,
That sounds
history in
good.
the making. Carter Crosland and
Appreciate it.
the new head coach at Ray, Arizona, up in Kearney, Arizona, my home state. So Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining on this and a special edition of Ability Media. We're breaking news, we're breaking barriers. I'm Dave Stevens. Have a great night.